Wanted to come on here and answer this comment above, or respond to this comment that was on one of my videos, because this is something I feel really strongly about as a real estate agent because of what I've been able to see over the years helping so many home sellers and home buyers. Okay, so let's just talk about interest rates. They have gone up. However, let's just look at things from a different perspective. If we're looking at interest rates as a whole, like in the whole grand scheme of things, they're really not that high if we're comparing them to other points in history. In 1980, April 1980, interest rates were almost at 20%. Okay, I have sold homes for many home sellers over the last few years who purchased their homes in the 80s when interest rates were 19, 20%. And people were probably saying back then, it's a bad time to buy. Don't buy right now with these crazy interest rates. And we've been able to sell them for so much more, like obviously way more than what they bought them for. And they're able to make a huge profit that they would have never been able to make if they were renting. So that's just my opinion. If they were renting all those years instead of buying, even though interest rates were high back then in the 80s, way higher than they are now. But if they would have just rented because interest rates were high, instead of purchasing, then they wouldn't have anything to show for now. When they, move out of that rental, they wouldn't have any money from that. They wouldn't gain anything. And now they're able to sell the home and make a lot of money from it. And so that's my opinion. Of course, I'm biased because I've seen it so many times where our home sellers have purchased a home, even in markets where people were saying, don't buy, it's a bad time to buy, for whatever reason. And then they're able to sell down the road at some point and make a really great profit, and it benefits them. Real estate is the safest investment you could possibly make. It's the least risk investment, and it's the number one way that people use to build wealth. So that's my opinion, but I have to say that I do believe that paying 100% interest in renting is still going to put you in a worse position in most cases long-term than just purchasing a home, even if interest rates aren't as low as they were before. Because keep in mind, you can't always refinance later as well.